Casey, good morning.
Good evening. Good morning. How are you, sir?
Great, great, fantastic,
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's been a few days. Here we are once again.
Been a while. I like the new glasses we're both sporting. Very good. We were
Blu-ray
having,
breakers.
yes, blue blockers.
Uh,
So we were talking about something just before. What was it?
yeah, we were
Motivation?
talking about the Scottish defeating the English and how they did it, dressing up naked, eating mushrooms, raiding
Yeah,
their camps, painted blue in their bodies because they needed to get it done.
right.
They weren't taking it. They're like, this is it. I think they're just so in touch with nature and the frequency of nature that nothing could withstand them. Like, and the Romans, they were the most modern thing, like a algorithm of cultures for domination. It was a wild thing. But anyway, I think a better topic we could talk about is like the effects of COVID and how it's
Ah,
affected the consciousness of people.
years on.
Uh,
How long ago was it? 3, 4 years ago.
seven, like 7 years ago, man.
What?
COVID was set 19. COVID
Was it?
19, man.
Is that
It's
when it,
26.
started? Shit. All right. And you're still seeing the after effects of
Well,
it?
it's like you had the people that conformed and never questioned the narrative, right? A lot of people did that. And I think that was a big wake up call for a lot of other people that didn't go along with the narrative. There were so few people that resisted the narrative and so many people that went along with the narrative that it created a cognitive dissonance in our ability to help society. It was almost like a giving up. It was so unbelievable to me, to probably you, to some of our friends, one of them that we were talking about a moment ago. It was
Mm.
so unbelievable that people went along with the narrative that he's never been able to recover from that blow mentally. It's affected his emotional body. It's affected his ability to find work, to find joy in life. Because he was so shocked that people were that duped by it that he's like, it's been 6, 7 or 7 years, 6, 7, and we
Oh,
still haven't gotten
wow.
onto it.
How do you even know about that shit in the jungle? It's...
I'm an old Christian man.
Oh, wow. You sit around playing video games at night.
Nah, nah, too much TikTok.
Ah, TikTok.
But yeah, you know,
So maybe that was the whole point of COVID. That was the whole point of it, to send everybody into some sort of mass psychosis and just ruin them, create trauma, fracture the people.
oh yeah, but that was just an added bonus for the oppressors. I don't think they expected that outcome.
Hmm.
I think they just wanted everybody to die, right? Or
Well,
have like
that die or be
diseases
fractured
that would come.
or fractured or have, some adverse reactions. It's all, different avenues here. Psychologically damage everyone, divide and conquer, turn everyone against each other. It's the whole gamut, you
Destroy
know?
the old economy, try to bring in something new
Yeah,
that they
it's
could
the whole
control a little
gamut.
bit tighter,
I mean, we got to tell our
limit
friends,
movement.
we got to tell our friends and our people to, band together, sort yourself out, do what you got to do. And the most revolutionary thing you can do is, remember who you are and don't let these fucks get their way. Band together.
Yeah, yeah, that's a great attitude, but some people haven't been able to embrace it. Like,
I get that. I get it. It's, for sure, it's caused a bit of damage, a lot. The economy has not got back together since. Of course not.
nah, hasn't gotten back together since. And the
It's-
wage gap's gotten different. There's like, I think it's, it serves so many purposes, right?
Yeah,
Elimination of the middle
totally.
class, bringing technocracy, where everything's online and monitored. isolate people from each other, create all this sort of like depression and lack of community. Yeah, it's amazing. It's a big basket full of horrible things that oppress people. And wow, I don't think it all panned out exactly the way they wanted to, but
Probably
they
not.
definitely learned from it and are
They learn
re-strategizing.
for next time, for the next one. So, that's the thing. We as a humanity, what do we do? For sure. I know a lot of people that lived in Melbourne. So over here in Australia, Melbourne got hit really bad. They were pretty much locked down for almost 2 years. The people there are absolutely fractured by it. As soon as somebody sneezes, still to this day, everyone's like, whoa, what's that? Put a mask
Really?
on.
But that's the most disturbing thing about it. If you say that, then they're completely bought into the narrative.
When it's
Like, I
crammed
don't know
down
what to
your
say, man.
throat,
Maybe those people are already dead. They're already
maybe.
dead mentally.
Maybe, but that's how the fracturing works and the trauma works. Is when you're knocked on the head that many times, as soon as you see somebody raising their hand, you freak out. It's just the way it is. So, I don't blame people for being fractured, obviously, and feeling the way they do. But for me, empowerment is actually learning about this and learning and discovering that, yeah, it was just a game. It was a psyop, let's call it. And that pisses me off even more. So I don't want to
Yeah,
sit
because it's,
here and play the victim. I don't want to, lay
of
down
course not.
and let it
Yeah.
happen or let it get to me, you know? So what do? I've got to stand up. And what my opposite is, I stand up and I stand tall with it. And I'm like, fuck you people. Fuck you pedophiles. What can I do
Well,
other
I
than that?
think I think they want a violent reaction though too.
Well, I'm
I
not
mean, they're
gonna.
trying to
What am I gonna do?
incite violence with it. Right, I know, but like, well, people reach their wits end and they don't know what else to do, and it just fits. Like, I think the answer's always been in our faces before this all happened, and even to this day. It's just we have to learn who we are and our sovereignty. And that sounds ridiculous, but at the end of the day, then the government doesn't have any say in your life.
That's
And
right.
so that's where we're at. Right now, the government has every say in every aspect of everybody's lives
Everything.
because
It's
they
locked up.
volunteered into it.
Yeah, we're all locked up into it. That's the thing. You get a job, you're locked in. You got to pay taxes, you're locked in. You got to pay your bills, you're locked in. If any of this falls to the wayside, what do? You can't feed your family. Your kids suffer. Your family suffers. It's just it snowballs out of control.
Right. Because the government controls all those aspects: our food, our water, our housing, our electricity, our roads, our streets, our cars, the gas, everything. And
Mhm.
that's where we have to start pulling our power back, is all those things.
Mhm.
Where does our food come from? How's it grown? Like, all of it. How's it cooked? Shit. Like, all
The
of it.
whole thing, exactly. Really, we should all be, selling up, buying plots of land out there and planting our own food and growing that, you know, getting sun, getting natural sunlight on our bodies, doing all the natural, working in the garden barefoot, doing all the things our ancestors used to do. Oh,
Yeah,
imagine the health we would all feel in drinking clean water, living by
right.
water.
But I think the powers that be anticipated this to some degree. They realize like just how powerful we are and have been dumbing us down for decades, if not centuries. And addicting us to the dopamine from the social media stuff. And I feel like they've achieved a huge degree of success of like you know getting rid of the resistance, break up the family homes, disempower the women, disempower the men, uh, decrease everybody's testosterone levels, because they don't want men to be a threat, to rise up, do something, protect their communities. So they put like hormone disruptors in our deodorants, perfumes, shampoos, um, laundry soaps. The water has estrogen in it. Uh, it's freaking everywhere. And then you get like what they, have been termed these soy boys. I don't know what the latest term is, but it's these ineffectual people within our society. And I'm like, I'll throw myself in the lump too, man. It's taken me years to freaking get into it. I was sold on a bit of the woke consciousness too without even realizing it. I went to college, right? And I saw, progressive ideas is the way to go with like women's liberation, equal rights within that workspace. My mother raised me to think that like, oh, women and men are have the equal sort of thing. She went to college too, like after the in the 60s and 70s and had a lot of these ideas in her mind. Bless her. She did the best she could within it all and try to like stand up for human rights and make me a good person. But when I got down here to the jungle, started drinking psychedelics and working with shamanism, after a while, like, yeah, my testosterone got better. I learned what it meant to be a leader within the community and how to get work crews to put them together and move forward. And if I didn't do that sort of shit, I got the laws of nature would take over and I'd lose everything. Or people would take advantage of the circumstances and situation. They just straight up take your women from you. Like if you can't be a man enough about it, all that sort of thing.
Mhm.
So like, okay, we can get away with these thoughts in the Western world and we have the luxury and the freedom within our society to play around with such these concepts without any sort of immediate repercussions. But you get down here in the jungle and you try to apply it, you're done. Jungle, living close to nature is not going to put up with any of this stuff. And that's the main problem I've had in creating community in the jungle, buying a piece of land, growing gardens, having our own water supply, having our own electrical supply. Sounds great. It's a great solution. But then you bring in a little bit of woke consciousness into that, fucks it all up, destroys the whole thing. Even a little bit. Not to talk about people that are doing transitions, like into that.
Yeah.
Like I had a guy that was doing a transition in it all. And I didn't even think it would be a big deal. I wanted to be open to anybody. I didn't care about what happened behind closed doors or how they did, but it's their
Of course.
whole victim mentality that they have. And they have to justify it. Otherwise, they have a cognitive dissonance issues. They can't identify or they lose their sense of identity. Identity is like one of these freedom fighters for equality and human rights within it. And they're full of shit. They're full of shit. You want to help people? You want to help people? Get out there and help people. I've been in the freaking jungle trying to save native populations for almost 2 decades, trying to come up with like real strategies that keep people alive, right? Like, because at the end of the day, that's the best I can do for people. And I like my conclusions within that, I've been successful at it, but not by like pandering to like people's emotions and like what their sense of feel good is and their sense of justice is or morality. Like people that are suffering don't care about that. They need relief now.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know.
That's right. Everything's just a luxury when you're trying to survive. I mean,
So anyway,
I look at you and you look fairly young for your age. What is it? Is it the sun? Is it the fact that you're out in nature all day long? You know?
psychedelics. I don't know. And I got to start doing
Um,
more. I think the age years are starting to catch up with me because I've kind of drifted away from doing psychedelics over the last
yeah,
half dozen years or
which
so.
is fine because you're not. It's not something you should be doing all the time anyway.
Maybe, maybe.
Wow.
That's what I thought too, but I'm starting to think maybe we should be doing more psychedelics.
Okay, well, we'll jump back in again. You know,
It's rough,
if it makes you happy. I mean, I think we go through waves in life. Sure.
isn't it? No, it's a neurological reconnection in the cerebrum.
Mm.
I think it's like creates those neural pathways, strengthens them, grows the matter. I mean, people that trip are like mice that they give acid to, or LSD or whatever, or mushrooms. They live longer, like 25% longer, just LSD in rat studies, right? So
It's
I
the
had to tease
elixir
that
of
all
life.
apart.
It's the elixir of life, you think. It's a good selling
Well,
point.
it breaks us out of our, routine, our mental routine. What, you want to start selling LSD? I think they got laws against that.
No, ayahuasca, that's a great angle.
Yeah. That is a good idea. Maybe we should start a retreat center in Peru and
Yes.
offer ayahuasca.
Yes. The spirit of longevity. I like it. You want to
All
live
right,
younger? You want to live
rebrand
longer?
things.
You want to be younger? You want to run faster? You want to fuck harder? Yeah.
It's all true.
It is all true. You want to see the
It's
secrets
not a
of the
lie. Not
universe? You want to be a better version of yourself? You want to release your childhood trauma? You want to make your dick bigger? Yeah,
there you go. You can sell right there. That should be the opening line.
true that. Ayahuasca Retreat Center. It only costs you $1,500 for 10 days. It will change your
And
life in every which way.
make your
2000.
dick bigger.
Make you fuck like Superman. Forget the
Yeah.
horny goat weed. Yeah.
Horny goat weed. Yeah, I think I've heard of that stuff.
Surely.
You want to talk about plant elixirs that make you like they got they got shit in the market. It's called like 20 times. And then you're
What?
like, why is it called 20 times? It's like, because you can fuck like 20 times in a row after you drink
Wow.
this.
Wow. What's in it? Ayahuasca.
Uh, Apparently goat weed.
Yeah. I wonder how they extract that from goats. Horny goats. Okay, all right, all right.
You write that one down? It's
Yeah.
another $1 million idea.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the infrastructure already.
Done. 2 locations. Make it happen. It's done. I got the people on the ground, staff,
I mean,
running everything, supply
psychedelics,
lines.
psychedelics are the way. Like it's nothing new. Just got to make it mainstream. People got to start taking themselves more seriously. People of the world, start taking yourself more seriously. Don't worry about your cars. Don't worry about upgrading your fucking rims. Don't worry about buying another boat, you know, or getting a
Second home. Forget your Botox.
forget about it. Forget the Botox. You don't need the Botox. You don't need it. We're selling the elixir of life right here. Just 10 days in the Amazon jungle once a year. Meet fucking yourself. Meet God. That's what you got to do. Get down there, puke into a bucket in a dark room, listen to some wild music, and just, let go. That's it.
Well,
That's
the
all you
wild
got.
music is like chanted by old Shipibo shamans.
Yeah. Which,
Pretty wild.
sometimes it sounds like nails going down a blackboard, but it's okay. It's fine. It's really beautiful at times as well. Depends what part of the journey you're on, you know? But I don't know. I swear you look younger.
Well, thank you, sir. I think I've aged pretty well, but I'd like to do better.
You have, you
I
have.
think like
You don't have a
yeah,
lot of gray hairs for a 60-year-old.
yeah, 86 actually.
Like
Yeah,
the
they
doc.
got like face stuff here. It's like you sangre de grado, dragon's blood on the face after 20 minutes, wash it off, it helps.
Really? That sounds like a wives' tale,
They
huh?
got plants for everything, man. They got plants. You just have to use them. Most, like even the people that like indigenous people don't use 90% of the plants that are available to them for the remedies that they need because they've been
Sure.
indoctrinated by the West too.
They've got a plant for everything. Does it all work? I don't know. But sure, nature provides.
It works better if you do it than if you don't.
I think I think a lot of it is actually the belief you put into it as well, to be honest.
Nah,
Come on.
nah.
Come on.
Nah.
Your intention's
Mm.
nine-tenths of the
It's
law.
about integration practices. Integration is a huge factor with psychedelic use.
Okay.
And
Yes, I agree. I
it's
agree.
not like if you start using some of these plants, I don't care what the person thinks, they're going to heal. It's like the MMS protocols. If you do it, I don't really care if you think that you're going to die. You're going to get better because it's going to happen. It doesn't care about your belief system. These plants, some of these plants don't care. Like I know the MMS doesn't care. I've been hit with that so many times, like, oh, it's like the placebo effect, 50% recover just because if they believe it or not. Yes. And there's actual physical things that you can do that transform the interior of your body through chemistry that work with your natural immune systems that, yeah, it will work. You just have to get over all the propaganda and the fact that your doctor doesn't know about it. And maybe even explore the reasons why they're so handicapped within academia.
Ah,
And
this is another story for another day.
right, right. So how do you like reach people, right? You gonna like try to re-educate them from the beginning? It's like law. Like, you could free yourself within 24 hours. You never have to fight the police again. You never have to pay taxes again. Like within 24 hours time. And it's a simple step. You just create a piece of paperwork and you go through, like, get it notarized, turn it into the county, local province, whatever it might be. And now you're a free man. But do people know what their rights are to begin with? Do they even realize that this possible? Like, even if I say that, people are going to think that's just ridiculous. Like, how could that possibly work? There's so many people that have been just beat right down by
Well, this
police.
is this is true, and you're right. Like there's no actually law that states you have to pay tax. But
Or
it's
no, there's not. People
isn't
have
it?
like offered $50,000 rewards to the IRS if they could like give them the law that shows that they have to pay taxes, and nobody's been able to claim that prize because nobody can find a law that says you have to pay taxes, right? I mean, so it's like right away they already there. Like, stop paying taxes. Oh, I have to. No, you don't. Where's the law? There's like, if you look at the tax form, there's 5 different ways on there that says that you don't have to pay them. But people don't even understand what words mean. They don't
Right.
understand legalese. They don't understand that they speak slang, that English is slang all the time, and it doesn't have legal repercussions, the words coming out of their mouth, until they're in a courtroom or until they're filling out a document. This is
But
what I
it's
mean. We're
not.
so dumbed
But
down.
it's not
It's
the
like,
people's fault, Casey.
all right, so where are we going to hold accountability? How are we going to create change?
It's not their fault that they're dumb. It's not their
No, it's
fault that
not.
they've been indoctrinated into something else. Like, of course it's not. However, it is their fault and it is our fault if we don't actually look into these things. The power is in our hands. It's in my hands, in your hands. And it takes us, the individual, to be actually responsible and accountable for our actions.
I think we need to all get together. I think our isolation is what's killing us faster than anything.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Like if you and me lived in the same house, or we got my friend Tommy, or we got all of us living in a central location, we could be fueling each other all the time, like gouging each other with action.
Sure.
I find that's where the real things always manifest in my life.
Of course, iron sharpens iron. Of course it does. And it's fun too. And we're happy.
Yeah, it's fun too.
You live
And
in
you're healthier.
community. You live in community. That's the secret. That's the other secret of longevity is laughing, enjoying, having fun, being with people you like, being inspired, living in unison with the planet, being free. But to be honest, it's like, you've been telling me years about common law and all this stuff. Love it. But it's a lot. My little brain can't handle it. You know what I mean? It's a lot of information to even like understand that legal jargon. It's difficult. I'm not going to lie. It's difficult. So the average person finds it and it's just like, it's so heavy and boring. It's like, so what do we do?
But how
How
do
do
you
we
make it
get through it?
exciting?
There's something that it needs to be simplified for the everyday person.
Yeah, but
Um,
they don't want to go there because then it has spiritual and religious context.
well,
And people are like natural, they're
what?
right. Because I'd be like, okay, you want it simple. Okay, the simplest thing is like, the difference between right and wrong. Everybody's born with the ability to know right from wrong. And then you lose people right there. How else can I make it any simpler?
Why would you lose
Do you
people
know it's
right there?
wrong to fuck
Well,
somebody over? Yeah, you know it's wrong to fuck people over. Do you know it's wrong to go and steal from people? Yeah, you know it's wrong to steal from people. Do you think it's wrong to like beat people up and abuse them? Yeah. Okay. There you go. That's how easy it is. That's spiritual law. Oh yeah? Well, then write down on a piece of paper that you subscribe to these things and then turn it into the government. They say that you can do that. They have laws that say you are allowed to do that. It's called a republic. Yeah, it says you can govern yourself any way you want to. You can govern yourself as having slave masters over you that abuse you and steal from you the entirety of your life. And everybody's like, yeah, that one's for me. So they sign up for it. Their
What
parents
we're
signed them up for it.
it's
The
what we're
doctors are
born
signed
into.
up for it.
It's you're born into the system, and nobody realized that that's a system that's a fictitious system because that's
The
all
issue is
everybody
they
has
have
done.
us trapped. There's no other resource. They're like, it makes sense if you're from a family that was strong and had its own ranch or homestead for generations with all its own orchards around it, its own wells,
True.
all of its own systems for taking care of the people and the animals and everything there already
True.
installed. Then you're not like asking the government for a, oh gosh, you got all these houses, give me one. I want to live there. Oh, give me electricity for free. It doesn't matter. The massive infrastructure that's manipulated to drain your life force and everybody's life force around you that it takes to maintain it. Like, and then you're like, oh, we need the government to do all this stuff for us. Like, then they own you. Great. Don't complain when they beat you up and throw you in jail. You signed up for it. Oh, but we have rights. Well, you do if you claim them. But if you ask daddy, mommy, and daddy government to take care of you, you don't have those rights anymore. You live under their roof by their rules. Go live out on your own. Yeah, it's rough out there, isn't it? Yeah, but that's what freedom is. It's like figuring that out and maturing and learning all that. And so we have like indoctrination programs, education, television, media, all this stuff geared at like pitting us against each other. You need the government. Like all of our movies are just like about like how the government's there to protect you, and if you gotta, it's like military movies and like government organizations that keep the people safe and without these spy agencies out there the world would just fall into chaos and that's all bullshit. So, but, I don't know, like in the Nazi thing, like Jesus, how long has that been shoved down our throats by every movie out there, like all the Indiana Jones movies? Like I couldn't believe like even like how is this narrative still being like pushed through the movies? We're still watching movies about Nazis. What the fuck?
It shows up in that time.
I don't know. Like that's my biggest grief with Hollywood is like we could create such better moral like stories, uplifting movies, but it's just like bull. It's like just stuff that just beats people down. Just the worst aspects of horror and disgust and normalizing immorality. That's what movies are. And like,
Absolutely.
anyway,
But they're part of the thing to guide people in a certain direction. It's all part of the system too. Look at this new movie that's come out, Disclosure. Oh, what a surprise. A movie about disclosure. I wonder what's going
right?
to happen. I wonder what's going to happen within the next year. Hmm.
Uh,
Yes. Some aliens are going to just manifest in the sky, are they? And we're just going to be like, oh, cool.
yeah,
Oh, cool.
Project
Yeah.
Bluebeam.
Yeah,
They've been
exactly.
practicing this technology to project shit in the
They're,
sky for
they're
decades.
just priming everyone. So when they do project it in the sky, everyone's like, oh, they're here. We've been waiting for y'all. Come on.
Maybe people are waking up, but I think that's the beginning of the conversation there. I think that's where we started this conversation, right? To me, it's so obvious. Like I didn't like as soon as the government started talking about aliens is the moment I stopped believing in them, right? But that's my visceral reaction. That's just who I am. That's how I am.
Wow.
And so
That's
we
because
find people
you're,
like me or you or our buddy here who was so shocked by the COVID thing that it seemed so obvious to him that by the masses of people around him that it just gets sucked into the narrative that it just destroys his spirit because he felt like so many more people were on board with it. But then at the end of it, they're not. And so it's like you get locked, like even the people with the most hope are just like, what do we do now?
Mm.
So
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't know. LSD in the water supply. I mean, I've been saying that since I was a kid.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's interesting. People's consciousness, expanding the consciousness, opening yourself up to bigger things, of course. The great universe and the expanse. Absolutely. But granted, we still live in society. We still need to make our money, still get paid by the man. I understand all these things. I'm stuck in the system as well,
Yeah,
knowing what I know as well. So it's like, yeah, how do I create
we have to
wealth?
come together. We have to come together.
Yeah,
And it's going to be expensive
I agree with you.
and it's going to take years, but we're starting from scratch, and I think we need to do it. Like for me, right now, I need 9 million euro. That's where I'm at, and that's just to get started. I
What?
found an island in Scotland with a
How,
castle,
how
ranches
many
all
of
over it.
how many of
Opening
us are going to
price,
live
9
on
million
this?
euro.
How many people are going to live on this island?
Hopefully, me and you to start
Just
with.
just me and you, 9 million euro.
Well, hopefully, people that understand, like it takes the people have to already realize the genius of it. Like I don't want to have to sell people on it because it's so freaking obvious. I just want to like, here it is. And then the people that recognize what you're doing, they're gonna immediately gravitate towards it.
I think we're going to have to agree to disagree on the location, though. It's too cold there, man.
I know that's why it's got to be there.
What? No.
Exactly. Listen to this. All right. So this isn't the beginning of our. This isn't the first time this has happened to humanity. This is not our first rodeo. There's been people that have been trying to like control this humanity here for many routines, right? You go talk to the Hopi on the Hopi reservation in Arizona, right? Four Corners. They say
Yeah.
that we're in our fifth world cycle. And every time like the world's consumed by like fire or water or earthquakes or something. And every time they say the ant people, the giant ant people come and invite the Hopi down into the earth where they have these massive cities that they wait out the apocalypse and then they reemerge and they're able to live again. And it's happened 5 times. They say this next time it's going to be by fire and it's on the menu and it's coming up soon. But they're not worried about it. They got this whole legends, all these stories about how they survive underground, who the people are that come and get them, what the signs are. It's so yeah, I mean, it's not their first rodeo. So when I look at northern Scotland and I see this island there and I see a castle on it, these castles or these cathedrals, these these sacred geometric structures all around the world were built by a higher intelligence, by a time when people were in tune with the frequency. And the fact that some of them have survived means that they were strong enough to make it through the reset. So like yeah, and this one up in northern, yeah, they're all over the world. You can get one in France too, but good luck trying to survive like a social revolution in like the middle of Europe. Like I think people have thought about this. So you've got like a couple of extremes, like New Zealand, right? People are like, oh, that's a good place to go. Should shit hit the fan. And another ones would probably be Scotland. I don't know. There's ones all over Sardinia, probably
Let's
Alaska,
yes,
probably parts of Russia.
let's go to Sardinia. All right, we'll agree on that one. South Italy, the Mediterranean. Food's better, fish. Yeah, all right,
Mm.
let's do that.
Yeah, but you got like a million hungry people banging on your door. That's going to be the problem.
It's an island. Yeah. We just need the 9 million euro. People who want to donate, if you like this idea, let's get together.
There we go. Thank you. Doing the
Make
plug. Let's make it
make it
happen.
happen. Let's make it happen. Let's all get together. Iron sharpens iron. You don't have to know anything. We can teach each other. Just leave your egos on the shore and come aboard onto the island. We'll make our own version of the world. We'll start there. Weather's
Start
nice.
there.
We can go
Doesn't have to
fishing in
be
the
there.
Mediterranean. Can even get a little boat.
Exactly.
We can get a little boat. We can make some money on the side, take some tourists around, have some fun, you know?
Get into import exports, move our own stuff around between our castles, our lands, our communities, on our
Move
own
our
boats.
move our stock, no worries.
I got some
Easy.
cacao. Send it there. Yeah.
Yeah, we can, actually enjoy our lives, not be working for the man. We'll just be working to maintain, to build structures for ourselves, you know? Live like our ancestors used to live.
Yeah. I think
Perfect.
electricity is free. I think heat sources are free, you know?
Well, there is technology. We just need to implement it, you know?
I think that's what they had in these
I
places
would
in
be
ancient
much more
times.
motivated to get up in the morning and build my brother or sister a house, right? Out of stones and shit or out of whatever materials. I would be very motivated to do that, much more motivated than I am to go build a house for some stranger and get paid by the hour, you know, and get yelled at by a boss. I'll be way more motivated to actually build community. I'd enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think everybody naturally would.
Yeah. Sit around the campfire at night, tell
Hmm.
stories, look at the stars, little kids running around. The village looks after the kids. The old people, we don't stuff them in homes. We take care of them and they take care of the kids while, the middle-aged people are out working, plowing the fields, tending to the sheep, building structures, you know, doing the thing. We can create a church and worship
Yeah, benefits.
ourselves, make a temple. You don't worship anyone, worship yourself, learn about the body, learn about what we can do. Oh, just all the things, consciousness, expand ourselves. I actually think that's the way it was. It really was like that. People's psychic abilities were online. People had greater strength. They could live off less food, just nourished by the ether.
That's it. Yeah, a lot of these structures didn't have bathrooms, like the ancient cathedrals and castles. I think it's because they lived on the ether. They were resonant healing structures. Like that's, yeah, I'm excited to get back into that and just testing those possibilities soon. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're built on ley line crossings,
that's right. That's
energetic
right.
vortexes.
That's right.
We've lost everything.
We've
I don't,
lost
I
the
think we've
ancient
been lied to about
technology.
every aspect.
The ancient
Up is
technology, which
down.
is the natural technology, has been lost. It's been wiped. It's still here. There's just a synthetic overlay. That's why we got to get back on psychedelics.
Time's ticking.
People used to sleep less.
I mean, the thing is like there's people with this type of money out there right now that don't know anything to do with it. Like, and I'm not even asking them to spend. I'm asking like people to like invest in an asset. They don't even lose it. They probably even make money in the long run. Who knows?
Don't know.
Not lose very much.
If anyone out there is watching, we need a business plan. We need more ideas. We can build this thing. We're just planting a seed here. We don't have all the answers, but we're just
But
planting a
we
seed.
we need to start walking the path.
We need to
I got
walk the
a I
path.
got a viewing on the 10th, on the 11th of August. I have a viewing of the castle. I've already scheduled it. It's on the books. I need to have the ability to promise a down payment of probably at least 2 million euros, 3 million euros.
All right, all
So if
right.
you got something, let me know. DM me.
Is this the one? Is this the one in Scotland?
Yeah, got to start somewhere. I think action is really the most important because you got to learn the path as you walk the path. I with the
Absolutely.
way they destroy us is they make us believe we need to have all the details worked out before we even begin.
This is true. This is in business. They also teach this. I like the
Hmm.
metaphor that they say it's ready, fire, aim. I like that. You can use that one. Yeah, just fire it off, man, and then adjust the rudders as you go. Just get it going.
All right,
Just start shooting loads in the air. Yeah. All right. This is
let's wrap.
good.
That's a good wrap. Let's do that one.
Inspiring. All right. Tune in next time. If you want to donate, just get in touch in the comments. We'll start the revolution right here.
Revolution stops here. Starts here.
Let me figure it out.